Hi everyone, welcome to my therapy space. So today is the first video and I really just wanted it to be about an introduction, getting to know a little bit about my background and who I am as a clinician. And if you have any questions or any comments, you can feel free to leave them below or ask any questions, private message me, and hopefully I can get any answers to you all. So to begin, I first had an interest in psychology in my 12th grade year. I was just fascinated with the intro to psych course, so I decided to change directions into psychology. Before that, I kind of wanted to study marine biology or kinesiology and a bit of dance. So shifting gears into psychology. And I did a 4 years honors program at York University. Blah, 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 fast forward, loved it, yada, 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 boring school, and really started enjoying the educational component of psychology when I was in my master's program. So I completed a 3-year master program in clinical psychology with a marriage and family specialization, and I completed that in Los Angeles, California. And I worked there in my practicum year and also in my interning year. So for a couple of years, I worked for a nonprofit organization, saw a wide variety of clients, and I remember I was so nervous seeing clients. It's a scary thing when you're just fresh out of school starting something new, but I remember seeing my first client and I was like, okay, just fake it till you make it, just go in, do what you gotta do. And I don't know, I just took to it, I loved it. And so I stayed there for a couple years, again, various backgrounds in learning experience, so anger management, working with domestic violence, anxiety, depression, personality disorders, family conflict, relationship conflict, all of those bits. Then in my last year, I also took half working part-time with another organization that was also nonprofit, and we worked in the school system in California. So I worked through elementary school age, so kindergarten to grade 8, and I was counseling in the school, so I was available at school and worked with young children who might have been having trouble at school or having problems at home, stressors going on at home, anxiety, some younger kids experiencing depression, so a bit about that as well. And then I moved back home to Toronto, where I am now, and I first got back into it and working with an addiction counselor, so working through some of the addiction rehabs and doing that part-time, and eventually made my way into kind of directing and facilitating a lot of the counseling in a medical detox, so working with clients who were detoxing. Wasn't really counseling, it was more of mindfulness approaches and coping and managing through kind of the symptoms, the physiological, psychological symptoms of going through detox, which is very challenging too. And also, kind of searching for the what next, rehab or what other supports out there, counseling, that sort of thing. And then I kind of switched in gears and went into someone else's private practice, varied experience of clients and backgrounds, and I loved working in private practice for sure. But then I kind of geared more towards into another opportunity, another nonprofit, working with Eva's Initiatives, which Eva's Initiatives is for homeless youth and kind of working through the shelter system and giving them supports and tools. But part of that aspect was called a family reconnection program, and my role was prevention work, so working in the communities with at-risk youth who might become homeless, who had family conflict at home, they might get kicked out, as well as getting some of the youth who might be reintegrating back into home from shelter to home, so working on building those family connections again. And then I shifted into another nonprofit organization where I am actually now currently, Family Systems York Region, Family Services York Region, NERT, and thinking family systems therapy. I don't know why that kind of popped in my head. Anyways, family services, and again, nonprofit organization, seeing a wide variety of backgrounds and experiences. So kind of bringing me to where I am now, where I've dived into private practice. Now I've seen clients on my own in private practice here and there, but now I'm really kind of taking a focus and lean into what I want to do with my private practice and how I want to build it. And I still enjoy working nonprofit as well. I love it there. There's such great support and I want to continue working there, but I also want to build who I am as a clinician in my own environment. So that was kind of a quick go into where I am, my experience in some of the background work. Again, wide variety of clients that I've seen, wide variety of issues, experiences in anger management, grief, loss, depression, anxiety, OCD, some personality disorders like borderline, but very few in those, I'd have to say, the least amount. A lot of couples counseling, which I love to do, family counseling as well. And the modalities that I kind of work by are, I mean, it's a melting pot of experiences in the therapeutic approaches. So, you know, I do a lot of CBT, DBT, mindfulness-based approaches, family systems approaches, and emotion-focused therapy with couples and families. I mean, there's no one approach fits all. So even if studies say, okay, CBT works great for anxiety, sure, yeah, it does, but there are also a lot of other approaches that might work better for the individual. So it's really getting to know who you are as a client and you knowing me, who I am as a therapist, and how do we work together with that, and what approach works well to help you reach your desired goals. So that's kind of a bit about my background and, you know, what I hope to achieve ultimately here in private practice is really that connection and really that engaging and wanting so badly to just give you that open space, that safe space where you can be vulnerable and know that you have the support and that you're not alone. So that's really where I am today, and the reason why I've got into counseling and wanted to be a therapist. I just love the connection with people and being that support and being able to empathize and really care for others who are struggling and want them to have that empowerment to be able to make those changes in their life. So I'm really drawn and passionate to that, and I know that finding a therapist is challenging in itself. Sometimes you connect, sometimes you don't, but I feel that when we can sit down and we can engage and talk and open up and be genuine and have that support and safety, that it makes a whole lot of a difference. So thank you for tuning in to a little bit of my background, and I'm hoping to get some videos out, just some short videos, psychoeducational, learning about little things, any videos that you want to learn about, I'll be happy to make those as well. So kind of going along on this journey, and I hope that we can grow together through this. So thank you so much for your time, and we'll talk soon. Bye.